Welcome to this episode of Hampton Roads Business Live. My name is Rory Graham and I'm your host, and today I have the pleasure of having with me Judy Paulsen Young from Keep the Beat in Virginia Beach. How you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Good. Glad you got a chance to come in here today. Now, Keep the Beat has nothing to do with being a latest rock band or anything, right?
No, but I occasionally get mail for that.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Well, when I first heard about it, I went, is this a rock band or something? Okay, so I thought actually it might be a nightclub or something. So give us an overview. What is Keep the Beat?
We do have unclothed people, but they're called mannequins.
Okay, all right.
Okay. What is Keep the Beat? We're a company that teaches first aid, CPR, OSHA updates to the community. Anyone who needs CPR or first aid is welcome to give us a call.
I would assume that that's something that is quite needed, but almost, I mean, every household could, or every business could possibly use someone on premises that knows how to do that. We're correct?
That's one of my reasons for being in business.
Okay.
I had a son who died young at 36 with a heart condition. I really believe that every family should know how to do CPR. Especially people with pools, people who have family members who are overweight or with other problems that could lead to coronary problems. They all need CPR.
Now you were an EMS, right?
I was.
Okay, and for how long?
Oh, I did active duty for 18 years.
Wow.
I'm still an EMT.
You must have really liked it.
I found being an EMT was one of the greatest things I'd ever done. I loved it. I just got too old to lift the patients.
Okay, well, all right. Well, so that's what got you interested in the power of CPR and what it could do and the difference it could make? I
know the power of CPR. I remember the first ribs I broke on a lady. Unfortunately, she did not survive, but it's an awe-inspiring occasion when you have to do CPR on a real human being. You've got strength you never knew you had.
Okay. Yeah, I myself had taken some first aid, but I've never taken CPR. So how long is a CPR class?
About 3 hours, maybe
Really?
3.5.
Okay. That's not bad. All right, so now next question is, where is the class?
The classes are held at I have a partner, her name is Tammy Buchanan.
Okay.
And we both teach out of our homes. Okay. Both of us live in Virginia Beach.
All right. Okay, and is this one-on-one or groups or?
Whatever.
Whatever.
We'll teach one person and we'll teach 50. You just need to let me know so I'll have enough instructors.
Okay. And you use dummies?
Mannequins.
Mannequins.
Correct.
I'm sorry, wrong term.
Wrong term.
Okay.
These mannequins are pretty smart. Some of them actually light up when when you're doing your CPR hard enough.
Okay. All right. And do you teach using the electric things too?
The automated external defibrillators.
Okay.
Yes, sir, we certainly do.
Well, see, you can tell my terminology. I obviously don't know your lingo.
AEDs.
Okay, right. And you see them in airports and things like that on the wall.
Don't hesitate to use one if the occasion arises. When you open the lid, it begins to talk to you. And if you'll just do what it tells you, you'll be fine and maybe you'll save a life.
Okay. Now, is that a separate course that they can take? Or that's
no, that's included.
Oh, really? Boy, that's cool. All right. So what type of students do you find that I know that everybody could probably use this, but what kind of students do you typically see?
Well, we get nurses, pharmacy techs, doctors, dentists, physical therapists, anybody in the healthcare field that is required to have a basic life support for healthcare providers certification. The other people generally need a heart saver, CPR and First Aid class, and those are such as teachers, daycare workers, group homes, anybody like that that doesn't give shots and that type health care.
Okay. Do you see typically offices sending someone in? Just have someone in their office that would be able to do it?
Occasionally.
Not as much as you'd like, huh?
Well, of course, I'd like to be busy every day. My husband would shoot me, but I'd like to be busy every day.
Okay.
I love teaching. It's the one job that I've ever had that I can depend on meeting the nicest people in the world, because mean, nasty people don't take CPR.
Yeah, you mentioned that to me before the interview, and that's a great. I hadn't thought of that at the time, but you're absolutely right. They wouldn't, would they? Okay, so do you teach anything else beside just the basic CPR? I guess you teach that
The basic,
device, but
the basic CPR, the AED, First Aid and Safety,
okay.
and OSHA.
Okay, all right. And do you teach anywhere else beside your home?
We will be happy to go anywhere you need us.
Okay, all right. So,
In town, out of town. I've been on to one company that's over 100 miles away.
wow, okay.
I really like going there. It's cool.
That's cool. Okay. To teach this, do you just have to have a love of people, teaching, or a little of both, or?
When I was on the rescue squad, there was a need for CPR instructors. And the city gave the class, so I took it. And that's how I became a CPR instructor. Probably would never have done it had I not been in rescue.
Right.
But as I said, rescue's my love.
Okay. Well, I know that the work that you're doing is can certainly impact a lot of people, save a lot of lives, because I know that for instance, myself, except what you see on TV, which is probably wrong.
Usually.
Usually, I don't have a CPR knowledge, so.
Then why don't you come to my house and I will give you a class.
I'm thinking about that. That might not be a bad idea.
That would be great.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else that I haven't covered that you'd like to mention?
No, I don't think so. Who we are, where we teach, what we teach, who we teach. Can you think of anything else?
Nope.
Then I guess we're through.
We're through. Okay. All right. So if you have a need to learn CPR, know someone who does, or you have an office that could use a worker who could use it, that type of knowledge, it's a good skill to have. You never know when it could come in real handy.
You never know.
You never know. And so they're located in Virginia Beach, and be glad to quote you on a class. You could give them a call and contact them at the information at the end of this video and at the bottom of this page. I thank you very much for coming in. It's a much needed service in our area, and glad you thought of it.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to present us to the public,
Okay.
and maybe we can help save somebody's life.
All right, great.
Thank you.
Thank you.